Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. On the ADA chart, we see a lot of weakness at the moment on the shorter time frame here. Yeah, that wave 4 support broke. So again, it's sort of a weak chart at the moment. We had a massive rally, but a lot of profit taking, obviously, taking place. And I don't have a reliable chart, as I said. This chart expected to change, expected to morph, and also expect potentially support areas to be broken. It's just not a clearly impulsive chart, but nevertheless, we can use these structural support areas, which in my opinion are very relevant at this stage. So we need to wait for a clear 5-wave path here, and we don't have one. Yeah, so from an Elliott wave point of view, if you don't have a clear 5-wave move, and if the coins are moving in 3 waves, you have to expect morphing counts. That's at the moment just a situation that we have on a lot of altcoin charts. In these instances, it can be more useful to also consider trend lines. I take that out because price isn't respecting it anymore. Trend lines, horizontal breakout points, horizontal support and resistance levels. Yeah, so they are going to be relevant in addition to the fibs. But the fibs prices are adhering less to fibs if we are moving in 3-wave structures. It's a bit of a mess here. It's actually pretty much of a mess, quite a massive mess, you could say, in this structure. So it's still, that's why I indicated this with question marks here. I mean, it could become a 5-wave move, absolutely, in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can see how much is needed for price to create a proper 5-wave move, because it's dealing, we're dealing here with diagonal structures. And if you deal with diagonals, you will find 5 to 10 different wave counts from different analysts, because it's not impulsive. Just be aware of that, yeah? Therefore, what are the relevant breakout points and support levels that we need to pay attention to? So it remains my view that the 30.5 cent level is highly relevant. So as long as price is above that, I think there is enough upside pressure to give it a chance to follow the yellow wave count, even if fib support broke. So it's the 30.5 cent level. That was the previous breakout point. We've touched the ceiling here a few times, but we haven't flipped it for support yet. So there hasn't been a retest. That's why I think price could come down and potentially retest it if it needs to. A break below 30.5 cents. Yeah, that would indicate that we had only a 3-wave top, and it would be an extremely difficult chart. Yeah, and you will then not have a strong edge with Elliott wave, but you can of course trade it based on other stuff like trend lines and whatever. But in my opinion, that's always more difficult, unreliable. You don't have the roadmap, right? So it can mean just trade the larger time frame, just wait for clarity. They are the 2 options basically, unless you use different setups that give you an edge. In my opinion, the chart generally is less clear, and that's exactly what Elliott wave tells us. So Elliott wave, again, it doesn't mean Elliott wave doesn't work. It doesn't mean Elliott wave doesn't work on this chart. It works, but the benefit here of using Elliott wave is to understand that it is moving in diagonal structures, that we need to be more on our toes. Maybe less leverage, maybe leave the trade a bit more space, maybe don't trade it at all and look for more reliable setups like on the Bitcoin and Ethereum charts, or charts that are actually moving in impulses. So yeah, these are sort of the ideas that Elliott wave gives us, because one of the main benefits is that it tells us, all right, if we're moving in ABC structures, which we are doing in diagonals, then we just need to be ready for changing wave counts, and you don't want to have your stops too tight. You want to be mentally prepared for up and down moves like this one. So 30.5 cent is relevant support, and a very important resistance level is here, the 38.5 cent level still. Yeah, it's not one particular price point. It's basically between 38.6 cents, I would say, and it maybe starts at 37.7. So it's a bit of a range, and it could develop it would be a pretty ugly inverse head and shoulders pattern that it might develop here. Yeah. Deep right shoulder, but that could be a breakout point. We see that on some charts at the moment. So I'll just highlight here, there will be a horizontal breakout point, and a break above that level could send us higher to maybe 42 cents. Next level would be 46.1. So we're waiting for clarity on this chart. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.